Hello, this is Brittany, and this is Brendan D. Colbert, and we're gonna do something a little different today. We wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on from Black Lives Matter to the coronavirus, and just like what we've been observing. I take this topic very passionately because this is the work I do. I do it in art form. We all know that. However, watching all this stuff, and I think about the things I wrote, I'm like, wow, I know it's happened before in history, but to see it like in what you write, like not on the stage, but in the platform itself is like, this is exactly what we talk about. I will say shout out to everybody who's out there protesting, donating to different causes to support the families who have lost people through police brutality. I hope, that this time around we make some changes, and I know that before someone says something in my comments, I know that there has changes been made. There has been changes made. I know that this what's so powerful about this is that like the world's involved, and I know that's not common for African Americans to see the world come together to support a cause. So it means a lot to see that, it means a lot to see Black people come together and, be together on a cause. Overall, I know that there's still some Uncle Toms. However,
bunch of y'all watching this right now, actually.
However, what I will say is I really think we as African Americans need to really come together and really be on one accord about what we want. Some of us talking about Black people shouldn't pay taxes. Some of us talking about reparations. Some of us, are talking about how to fix the education system so that it's more culturally diverse. And I, all in all, what I will say is that whatever that we decide, let's not do it out of emotion. And I know that sounds really insensitive to say, but when you act off of emotion, you do things that kind of blind you from what you're really upset about and what you're really trying to accomplish. So I think as the community itself, we need to be on one accord about what we really want and fight for those needs and those wants that we want. I absolutely agree. Black History Month should not just be about Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. We have so many great Black leaders and accomplishments in our culture that can be talked about outside of just slavery, Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks in the school systems. There's some great things today that we're not even talking about. And there's so many great inventions made by African American people that is not talked about in these school systems. And so, I hope that the school systems become more diverse. I hope that we can, break this redlining that is continuing to happen, that tries to push, minorities out of certain places to live, so because white people don't want us to live there. I hope that we can make them adjust, and I don't say that in an abrasive way, but I say it, well, I don't say it in an abrasive way, but I say it to say, I'm tired too, and why do we always got to be uncomfortable to make other people comfortable and be privileged? Like, why do I have to make sure I have to watch what I say and do at work, but my counterparts that don't look like me can say whatever they want, and no matter how insensitive it is. Why do I mean, don't get this twisted, but why do I have to be self-conscious about how I wear my hair to an interview? Because I don't think it would be socially accepted in the environment, but you see other things. And granted, like, and I mean that, like, don't go up there looking crazy, but we should be able to.
No, they get away with the messy bun in interviews. I done seen it.
So, I mean, there's a professional way but you should not feel uncomfortable, going the way you are born. Yes, you can go.
So, first, I'm going to talk to y'all Uncle Toms that are on Brittany's page who think we don't know about y'all. First and foremost, it's important that everybody knows one of my favorite quotes: protest in peace, but if they lay a finger on you, send them to the morgue. I believe that applies today. And to piggyback off of what Brittany, that's crazy. Comment's gonna be crazy. To piggyback off of what Brittany says, she literally took the words out of my mouth. Why do we have to word things in order to make the oppressor feel more comfortable at work? I don't, it's not just at work, but it's, and everything's going on social media, work, boom, boom, bang. And I have significantly toned down this address because, Brittany and I move as a unit, so it makes, the most sense. But I want you all to know without a shadow of a doubt, this will not continue. You said you hope it stops. It's going to stop because we're going to, is that what you said?
What do you mean?
When you were talking about you hope this time around.
This time around that there's changes that
what I'm saying is
that are permanent.
Your failure to change will cause us to put our hands on you. Will cause us to put our feet on your neck and take your life. And the crazy thing is, once upon a time, I would have been like, damn, should I even say that? But they literally did that to George Floyd.
Oh, God. Every time I think about when Jay-Z said, we're past kneeling.
We're past kneeling. That did not age well.
Every dart in my heart just struck.
Mm-hmm. It's people that I take care of. Brittany is the number one person I take care of. If anything were to happen to her by a white supremacist, by a black supremacist, by a pig, no matter who it is, I would paint the streets of this city red. And I feel no type of way about that. I don't feel like I have to tone that down or anything. I haven't been to any protests because I'm too angry to go. And it's not really a good look for me to go ahead and go, for y'all. Whatever that means to you. But since we're running out of time, any final things you want to say? Took up most of it. We got to get verified so we can do long ones.
Help us get verified so we can do long ones.
Right. Brittany did most of the talking because I didn't want to incriminate myself.
But yes, let's not move in anger. Let's really be strategic about what we decide to do so that we're actually solving a problem and we're not just like, you owe us everything. Let's really think about it.
I don't care about reparations. I don't care about taxes. I don't want to hear all these coon things that people want to say. Oh, somebody does you wrong, they got to pay you. It's so ignorant to me. We've always heard that growing up. It has everything to do with respect. You will respect me. You will acknowledge me as king. You will acknowledge her as queen. And I know that our melanin makes you feel inadequate, and that has everything to do with you and nothing to do with us. You want to kill us and hang us and do all these things, and it's written in history, but you only want to teach young black and brown kids that that's the only history you have. These people need to know, I'm talking about the white supremacists, the pigs, is get down or lay down. It's get down or lay down. Because I'm going to leave y'all with this. What if we started treating them the same way they treat the civilians when somebody kills a cop? They burn the city down. They hunt them. I want you to think about that. Well, how about we start doing that? That's all I had to say.
To come out.